Welcome to Bespoke Diaries. Today's article is on Bouncing Over Barriers, The Art of Letting Nothing Stand in Your Way, by Marilynn Champion, author, United States of America. We are living in an amazing time in the history of the world. In the book, Return of the Mother, the author states that the divine feminine mind is whispering her message of hope to the world. We are all awakening to a new and brighter future. The last 20, life has truly been a time of awakening for Marilynn. She was diagnosed with colon cancer during a very challenging time in her life. She wants to share her experience with us, as her story is a message of hope. She delayed getting medical attention because she was going through a very brutal divorce. Any woman who has been in love with a man she feared will understand why she neglected her health at this time. She felt that she didn't have the strength to deal with surgery while trying to untie the knot that had kept her a captive of fear and regret for too many years. When she finally went for a colonoscopy, it was a horrifying experience. She was scheduled for surgery the next day. She remembers feeling numb, and she had no idea what would happen next. But she was determined to heal from this ordeal. The fighting spirit in her that had been silenced for so many years, raised her triumphant voice within her spirit. She was determined to survive and heal in order to protect her son from the grief of her death. She was still too emotionally drained to focus on herself. Her son's emotional well-being became the target of her thought patterns. She was to survive for his sake. After the colonoscopy, the doctor told her that the cancer was so advanced, she would need a colostomy bag for the rest of her life. She can't describe the mix of feelings she experienced hearing that. As it turned out, the doctor was wrong. A different surgeon was able to complete the surgery in the usual way, and he indicated that he was surprised that she had been given that earlier prognosis. That only goes to show that you should always request a second opinion when dealing with a serious condition. In her case, the first doctor had been replaced with her angel of a doctor due to conflicting surgery schedules. We all have heard the message that adversity sometimes comes with a silver lining. As it turns out, the cancer ordeal provided her with the opportunity to write the book she could have written many years ago. She began her career as a teacher in an inner-city high school. She learned very quickly that these children needed so much more than what they were learning in the classroom if they were to succeed in life. It seems that every one of them had had a traumatic experience at some point in their life. Their lack of goals and fear of failure was going to keep them in a prison of their own making if they didn't learn to value their potential. She spent her years in grad school soaking up every bit of knowledge she could find about training the subconscious mind. We can learn to release and heal the memory of painful experiences. She wanted to learn how to tap into our subconscious and create a strong desire to let go of the past and paint a picture of a promising future for these children. That became the focus of her studies in grad school. She was like a sponge, soaking up wisdom and blending the messages found in ancient scriptures with the messages of modern psychology. During her recovery from cancer, she used her time to correlate what she had learned from grad school studies, countless seminars, and interviews with a wide range of professionals. This is how her book The Mind Power Journal came into being. She published the first edition of the book and gave it to friends that were facing difficult experiences in their lives. After she recovered, life was wonderful for a few years. But 5 years later, she found out that she had been infected by the Hepatitis C virus. At that time there was no cure, and her liver deteriorated slowly and progressively. For 3 years, she waited for a liver transplant. She had been told that her chances were slim, because only 10% of the world's population had her blood type. She refused to give up. Every day she sent the universe a message that someone was going to fulfill their life destiny and leave the planet at the right time, according to their destiny, and her as well. One day she received a call from the hospital that she should get there as soon as possible, as she would probably receive a new liver that day. They never say it's a certainty, and she soon learned why. She will never forget the moment the doctor came into her room and told her that the liver was not healthy, and there would be no transplant that day. This meant her journey of pain and sorrow was not yet ended. but she continued to program only positive outcomes into her meditations each and every day. When she finally got the liver transplant, she experienced some of the strangest notions you could imagine. She was delusional, as expected. She was told later that she was telling every nurse that came into her room that she had experienced a miracle. At this point, she continues to believe that that was true. There are miracles programmed into our existence every day, if you consider that every day of life is a precious gift. When she learned that people were still searching for her book online, she decided to update the book and publish the second edition. Her new book is entitled The Mind Power Journal, Your Guide to Using Your Subconscious Mind to Create Happiness, Success, and Peace of Mind. That's a long description, but it is also a promise. If you would like to learn the techniques for creating a better life, please visit her website and watch the 4-minute video. You will learn why her book is different from every other book with a similar theme. You will learn to see yourself from a new perspective because of the journal exercises at the end of each chapter. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Do leave your thoughts in the comments section below. For similar type of article, please reach us at contact@thebespokediaries.com, or you can visit our website www.thebespokediaries.com.